two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Cowboys going up against the Giants. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got Fuller. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Second down throw for Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Olivier Vernon is a defensive end that combines terrific run-stopping ability with a quick first step to the passer.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Marquise Wilson, the one he was trying to get it to. And it's 4th down. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on as the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. Shift together here from the D-line. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. That's complete. It's Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Giants first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go. Green, 39.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
Check, Patriot, Patriot. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's hauled in by Shepard. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Prescott on first down. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They come up in an offset eye. Here's the backup running back, Carlos Williams. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. On play action, Prescott. And he's got Moncrief. And he's brought down after a good gain. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Here's Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's got time. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 59 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2nd down, Prescott. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And they only need a little bit here. 3rd down and very short. They come out here in the eye. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Prescott, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Let's go.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the 1st down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Deep drop. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there, because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
All right, here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact and give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
The play clock's running down. They'll drop to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they'll give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it brings up 4th down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They begin the drive with Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here we go.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. 1st down, Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Prescott on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And New York set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. They'll come out in the pistol. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much of in this game, a really nice run. Do they decide to come back with it? Or was that just a little flash, and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
Here we go now.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They're going to look to throw.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I love the modern game, but that was a throwback right there to see the big man with football, running, knocking people aside, and picking up yardage. That takes me back to the 60s, the 70s, when fullbacks ruled the earth.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and... So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Third down and 1. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. first down throw for Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on first down. We're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
2nd down, Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone. But, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now the ball comes loose, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Prescott looks to throw on first. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Marquise Wilson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Fighting through. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now 3rd down, less than a yard. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He finds his target, Fuller. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Surveying the field. He's going to walk into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here we go now.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Now that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Come on, let's go. 1, 2.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet.
While making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Let's go. Try 38.
And they give this time to the tailback. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go.
2nd down, Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They come out here in the eye. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Green 39! Green 39! Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Mike 99, Philly. Here we go. Here we go now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Detroit! Here we go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jalen Smith in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now they're in the hurry-up. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And now a 1st down following that long gain. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And this is off the left, upright, and through. A trick shot there, but a point is a point. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It's complete to Fuller. Give him 18 on that one. And that leads to a Dallas first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Prescott to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So it all comes down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. He's made one and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Dallas, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.